There's so many CBD companies out there, it's getting oversaturated. Today I'm talking about a CBD company that's in a market that's not saturated. It's actually double the size of the United States markets. That's a green flag. Let's dig in. So today I'm talking about a company called CBD of Denver, ticker on the OTC exchange, CBDD. Now these guys do things a little bit different, so I'm actually interested in talking about them today. They are a CBD of Denver in the United States-based company engaged in the development of CBD products and related social networking. Yes, they have a social network. There's actually a bunch of interesting things I'm going to get into in today's video. I'm going to go over the charts as well, bullish and bearish scenarios, and just talk about this company. Put this on your radar so you could check it out and see if it's a good investment for you. But let's dig into this and see what it's all about. So jumping right into it, they are moving into the European markets. The cannabis market over there has a population of approximately 750 million, or double the US market. Pretty massive. That's where they're making their main focus. Most of their attention is going there. When compared to Canada and the US, the cannabis industry in markets like the Europe or South America is much less saturated, and we find this to be significant. So they found this interesting tidbit in the markets, and they say, hey, rather than spending all of our attention in the US markets, trying to fight all these competitors, let's move to where there's less people doing this. Another green flag and why they find this area favorable, when compared to Canada and the US, the cost of cannabis is significantly higher at the consumer level in markets in the EU, and we are favorable on the profitability metrics that are associated with these regions. A lot of profits with more price. Now I want to give some more information on the markets and also the company's financials, because I took a look into that as well. As of 2020, the market was worth about 450 million, or 31% of the global market share. Through 2023, this market could skyrocket to at least 1.5 billion and grow by an astronomical 400%. So that's a really big, rapid jump in just a few years. So that's pretty impressive. So looking at the company's financials, 16.5 million in revenue for 2020 achieved, and they were profitable. For 2021, just for Q1 so far, 7.6 million in revenue, profitable as well. So it looks like for the entire year of 2021, they're going to beat last year's revenue, and they're probably going to remain profitable as well. So good numbers on the financials there. The market looks very strong. Everything is growing. This sector is only heating up and getting broader and broader and more mainstream. Now back to the European markets. Let's pay attention to Switzerland. The CB of Denver's triangular growth strategy position in Switzerland sets them apart from others. In fact, Switzerland may be the very best CB opening in the entire continent. Although the cannabis industry is still in its infancy stages in Switzerland and Europe, it is legal to grow, produce, and sell CBD products in Switzerland. Better, Switzerland is the only country able to grow cannabis up to a 1% THC level. The legal framework for cannabis is also comparatively more liberal and developed than the rest of Europe. So green flags for Switzerland when it comes to this business. Not to mention Switzerland's geographical location in the center of Europe, along with a population of about 8 million people, positions it as a country that could become the face of Europe's flourishing CB space. Now I like to dig into the company's websites, take a look at the products and services. That's what we're going to take a look at now. First one is the Black Pearl CBD product they sell, has 0% THC. Here it is right here: immune support, CBN soft gel capsules, face and skin repair cream, and a pain stick. You got a little pain, you rub it on your boo-boo, you're good. So this CBD product is formulated with the only organic therapeutic grade hemp cannabinoid extract containing 0% THC. This is the perfect CBD recommended for your keto diet. Oh, if you're doing the keto, if you're eating nothing but steaks and avocados, this is looking very good. Now they also have CBD Social Network. It's the website they're running to where if you are interested in this type of topic, you can jump in these forums and chat with other people that are interested in this as well, such as My CBD is Better Than Yours, CBD Money, CBD Coffee Club, etc. Coders for cannabis. That's interesting. So they have a bunch of these forums here. You could jump in, you could sign up. It's free. Check it out if you're interested in this type of thing. That's their social network. So we know the Black Pearl. And now we have Rockflower. Now this is how they're going to make the company grow, which is going to help investors that are investing in the stock, because they're going to use the equity from Rockflower to purchase assets to improve the business and grow. So So this is rock flower production facility. This is where they're growing the Swiss flowers with their Swiss flavoring. And it's looking very green. Now, before I take a look at the chart and see how the company has been doing historically and where I think they're going to go, take a look at this article, because this is fascinating based on the crypto trend, the crypto fad, the crypto craziness that's going on right now. CBD of Denver becomes one of the first CBD companies to accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. March 30th, 2021. Not too long ago, they popped off with this article, and that's going to catch some attention. I'll say that. So right down here, they verified a full line of CBD and hemp oil company and producer and distributor of cannabis and CBD products in Switzerland, Europe, and the US, closed its first deals paid in Bitcoin and other popular cryptocurrencies. Green flag, CBD of Denver. I like it. They're staying with the young squad. They're staying relevant with what's going on in the markets right now. Okay, now looking at the charts for CBD of Denver, we could see that they're currently trading at a penny, 0.013. They're up 15% on Friday. Nice moves. They are consistently downtrending, but so is the entire crypto and stock market. But there's a green flag here, because I like to find strong bottoms. And if we inch out, actually, let me draw a line right where this bottom is. Boop. And we're going to take a look back at the historical data and see if there's a strong bottom where this one is right here. So let's zoom out a little bit, and there's a strong bottom here. So I saw this earlier. I like this sign. That shows me that we're at a good support where it could possibly bounce off of and run, which it clearly has. Now we just need to know, is that the end of the run, or is it going to keep going? Let's dig in here. Let's find some support and resistance to a bullish and bearish scenario, so we're always prepared if there's downside risk. We don't want to just think, because I'm talking about this company's going to go through the roof. No, we need to be prepared if it is going to rocket and propel upwards, or if it's going to fall down. We want to know both playouts. So first, for the bearish scenario, there's two things that could potentially happen. First one, I mean, of course, there has to be a reason for it to go bearish. There's no real sign right now for it to go bearish unless the markets continue to sell off, or if the company releases some negative news or there's bad press. So as of right now, I don't see any of that. But bearish scenario, it could get rejected at this line here at 0.014, come down and test this area. This is a strong bottom where this line is at 009. That would be the first bearish scenario. Even more bearish if it breaks below 009. If only it was 007, it'd be super strong. But it's 009. It could fall through here, and then that's where I would cut my losses, get out, because there's not really much support under here, if any, maybe some down here at 006. Bullish scenario, because I actually see a lot more bullish upside on this because of that strong support at 009. I can see this running up and testing 2 cents. And when I say it can move from like 0.01 to 0.019 or 0.02, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a massive move when you're talking penny stocks. Huge move. Look at this. That's a 50% move if it just goes to 0.019, 0.02. Massive returns. And we know these returns are possible because look at these runs over here. 1,700%, 242%. 189%. So we had this long period of downtrending over here, and now we made a bottom, and now I project that we should start an upward channel as long as we get some more positive press and news from these guys. They stay constantly transparent with their investors in the company. Also, they could possibly acquire some more assets, so that would be a green flag as well. So a quick overview of the company. They're moving into the Europe market, which is approximately double the size of the US markets. The global market share is expected to grow in Europe from 450 million to 1.5 billion. They actually do have a bunch of potential acquisitions targeted. I didn't mention this. They closed 3 acquisitions. They have 8 to 10 potential targets identified, 2 to 4 potential targets under review, and 3 potential targets already in negotiation phase. So that could help the company as well, give it some nice pops when they release news if they do acquire these acquisitions. They already built Rockflower to become Switzerland's #1 CB exchange. They generated 2.44 million of revenue in April, up 467% from 0.43 million in April of 2020. And finally, the company has over 35 years of experience in the green leaf industry. So that is it for this company. This was very interesting to look at and do a review of. Dig into this smaller company that's looking to expand and take over the European markets that are not saturated. So check this company out, link in the description. This was a paid sponsorship, so a disclaimer is on the screen. As always, do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking about these companies and doing pretty much kind of a review of them. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget, by watching this channel, you learn about these smaller companies, you learn about big companies. You never know when one of these companies can turn from $1 million company to $1 billion company. That's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, by hitting that button, it's getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.